one of the kind of preps I've been lacking, it's kind of always been, something I thought of, need some way to come up with something better. Was really for water. I mean, I got cases of bottled water, but as far as showering or washing clothes or flushing toilets or whatever, yeah, it's kind of one of those things until it goes out on you. You don't realize, how vulnerable it is. I mean, yeah, right now I've got plenty of water out here in the form of all the snow. I just have to heat it up and melt it. But I guess in a worst case scenario, I could do that. But for right now, we're gonna have to figure out what is going on with my pump here. I don't know if it's my well. You see, see the head of it's right there. Or what I suspect is the most likely part to fail is the pressure switch, which is located in the crawl space here. I basically just have it's just a little manufactured house, which is just basically it's a glorified double wide trailer. Basically, it sits on a foundation. Would love to have a basement, but just wasn't in the works when I put this place together. Just what I could afford at the time, and kind of makes working on anything kind of a pain. But we're gonna crawl up under here and see what's going on. Oh yeah, that's the ticket. Yeah, at least I got a few lights under here. Little pea rock on the bottom, which oh yeah, the knees are loving this. Almost there. Yeah, here's the suspected culprit. This is kind of jerry-rigged, but you get what you pay for. Hell, I don't know if you can see over there. I can get a flashlight out. Yeah, right over here. This is where my water line comes out of the ground. Actually, the well would be way over outside the foundation there, probably another 30 feet. It comes underground, comes up, and they just kind of, comes up to here. Got the pressure switch. I got a gauge here. This gauge is like the backing's all jacked up inside. They're all bent up. So I don't know if this thing even reads right. Seems I recall this going up over 50. And I turned, my faucets and stuff on, so I probably did drop the pressure down. And this is where it tees. There's a shut off here. And then goes up, those tees right there goes up into my water softener. And goes to the rest of the house. But, let's open this baby up here. See nothing but the finest quality craftsmanship here. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. I don't know if this is even picking up. I'm using my GoPro. This contact right here is all burned up. And I'll put a meter on it. Got 122. That's good. Contacts are closed. Means the pump should be running. When the contacts are closed, it means it's trying to pump water. The center set is actually going out to the pump. I don't know if you can see that there. I'm only getting, basically it's showing 4 volts. It's probably like nothing. I don't think I had this zeroed out. It's basically, I've got power coming into the switch. The power's not coming through the contacts. So I suspect, my camera's picking it up, this is pretty burned up right here, even though it's sparking like a yutch. Actually, I think it just kicked on right there. This contact here is pretty burned up. I've seen this before at my old place. I had an above ground well. Like the tank and the pump were in a little, almost like a doghouse above the ground. And of course, in the middle of the winter is when it decided to stop working. And it was a similar situation where the contacts had just are coming on and off. It sparks a little bit. I think just over time they wear out. So we're gonna have to probably just change this whole unit out, I suspect. It shouldn't be too bad. We just have got a T right here. Comes up to the pressure switch. I should be able to just unwire up to make sure I cut the power off. And this is something I noticed earlier before I started filming. There's a cutoff here. It should be to cut the power off to this well. Switch down to here so you could work on the switch. And as you can see, we'll put our meter on. This is our power coming in. And of course, I don't know if you guys can see this. 122. Now we'll switch off our safety switch here. And look at that. Looks like we still got power. So, yeah, that was. I work with power, you know, what I do for work. I'm not an electrician, but I deal with power, a lot of DC power. I always double check power, even if I think it's off or it's supposed to be off. I always double check with a meter. And I'll have to open this up, see what's going on. There's a lot of stuff kind of done, we'll just say it was done half-assed, and I wouldn't be surprised if they just used this. This was probably had to be here for code, but I wouldn't be surprised if this thing is just straight wired through here and they didn't even tie it into the switch. So I'll have to look at that, and we'll probably have to remedy that. Either that or just the switch part here possibly is broke inside where it's not flipping the contacts. But yeah, I definitely have to take a look at that. Look at all this snow outside here yet. Looking out the crawl space. Still got a ridiculous amount of snow. We just got another about 6 inches last night. It warmed up for a few days. About 2 days we got up in the 50s. Then it turned, got cold and dumped more snow on us. And looking down here in the sump pump. Light flashlight on here. So I'm down there, I always like to make sure this thing will run. Kick the float here. Oh yeah. So even as cold as it is, everything's froze up again. Still got some water coming in. It's a sign that spring is almost here.